Hello everyone, and welcome once more to the study. I'm your host, Nerd for Words. I hope everyone's doing well on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. The weather was actually kind of cool this morning and felt a little more seasonal. With that being said, what better way than to bring in the Halloween season by talking about one of its timeless traditions. As many of us may know, Halloween comes from the ancient Irish tradition of Samhain, which I plan to do a whole video at some point actually talking about the history and the origins of Halloween and, how it came to be the holiday as we know and celebrate it today. But that's for a future video. What I have with me today, however, is an article from history.com, that is the folks from the History Channel, talking about the origin of the jack-o'-lantern and the Irish legend of Stingy Jack. Not to be confused, of course, with Jack of RetroQuest, who is not stingy. In fact, I think he's rather quite awesome. The article reads as such. The Legend of Stingy Jack. People have been making jack-o'-lanterns at Halloween for centuries. One version of the practice may have originated from an Irish legend which first appeared in print in the 19th century about a man nicknamed Stingy Jack. According to the story, Stingy Jack invited the devil to have a drink with him. True to his name, Stingy Jack didn't want to pay for his drink, so he convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin that Jack could use to buy their drinks. Once the devil did so, Jack decided to keep the money and put it into his pocket next to a silver cross, which prevented the devil from changing back into his original form. Jack eventually freed the devil under the condition that he would not bother Jack for 1 year and that, should Jack die, he would not claim his soul. The next year, Jack again tricked the devil into climbing into a tree to pick a piece of fruit. While he was up in the tree, Jack carved a sign of the cross into the tree's bark so that the devil could not come down, until the devil promised Jack not to bother him for 10 more years. Soon after, Jack died. Big loss there, am I right? As the legend goes, God would not allow such an unsavory figure into heaven. The devil, upset by the trick Jack had played on him, and keeping his word not to claim his soul, would not allow Jack into hell. He sent Jack off into the dark night with only a burning coal to light his way. Jack put the coal into a carved-out turnip and has been roaming the earth with it ever since. The Irish simply referred to this ghostly figure as Jack of the Lantern and then, simply, Jack-o'-lantern. That story likely drew on a parallel etymology of the term Jack-o'-the-lantern, as akin to will-o'-the-wisp, a mysterious light seen in wooded or swampy areas at night, sometimes with natural causes, other times as a result of mischievous children lighting lanterns. Now, you may have noticed that this article speaks of turnips, not pumpkins. You may be wondering, how did we go from turnips to pumpkins? Well, continuing further in the article, Jack-o'-lantern's origin. In Ireland and Scotland, people began to make their own versions of Jack's lanterns by carving scary faces into turnips and placing them into windows or near doors to frighten away Stingy Jack and other wandering evil spirits. In England, large beets are used. Immigrants from these countries brought their vegetable carving traditions with them when they came to the United States, helping change American pumpkin carving from a general autumn pastime to one uniquely associated with Halloween. So there you have it, folks. That is the origin of the jack-o'-lantern and how it came to be. Like I said before, Halloween is one of my all-time favorite holidays with many, many fun traditions and practices, and while I would love to go into full detail as to the true proper origins of the holiday and, all the ways in which we celebrate it, I don't have a whole lot of time to cover that today, so I thought this would just be a fun little snippet. Nice little sweet treat for you guys to get you through. But do be on the lookout for that video sometime in the future, yeah? Until then, I've been your host, Nerd for Words, and as always, stay nerdy, my friends.